Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to another video. So in today's video, we're going to go over how to actually write creative briefs and generate marketing ideas by utilizing the biggest e-commerce platform in the world today, Amazon. If you don't know who I am, my name is Jackie. I'm the founder of StarTalk Social. We are an ad creative focused agency that helps established brands create UGC and creatives for Meta and TikTok. So what I've realized is most brands and even marketing agencies don't often utilize Amazon well enough. Amazon is the biggest e-commerce platform, which means there are thousands, even hundreds of thousands of reviews, customer comments, questions, reviews being uploaded and already exist on the platform for many different products. So these are literally ideas and content that you could be utilizing and capitalize on for your own relevant brand. So, which is why I think this video will really help a lot of brands and marketing agencies, specifically those who struggle to identify resonating and good creatives that really talk to your guys' ideal customers, because Amazon will really basically give you a lot of the questions, problems, and issues that people are dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So you can utilize those in your creatives to really speak about a specific problem that your customer and audience is dealing with. So without further ado, let's get started. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how we are doing product research, consumer research by utilizing three different searches: product search, competitor search, and brand search on Amazon. I'm going to do a demo here just to give you an idea of how these are getting done at our agency. So now let's head over to Amazon and then start with product search. So for the purpose of this video, the product we're going to focus on specifically is coffee alternative, energy powder that help people to get more clarity and focus in mind. So for the first type of search, what you will literally do is to just type in coffee alternative as the product. So after putting in coffee alternative, we'll be presented with many different products, brands, and choices that we can choose from. So at this stage of research, what I would usually like to pick the products that either is from a bigger brand or product that specifically has above 1K comments and reviews. So for example, this is a good one. And these are all pretty good because they all have it. So besides this one has, above 1K reviews, this one as well. And we're just going to go down here and to see if there are any bigger brands that, is more recognizable, and we could also learn a ton from their products and their customer reviews. So for Sigmatic, this is a pretty well-known brand, so we're definitely going to check them out as well. Sunwick, this is a brand that is, born on social and has this very millennial Gen Z feel to it. So we're probably also going to take a look at them and to see how they're doing on Amazon. So that is pretty much what we will be doing at this stage of product search, where we were just going to pick out a few listings and simply go into them and read through some of their comments and reviews. So this is one of the products that we picked out, and we're just going to go directly to ratings, and just to get an idea of what is so special, what is so unique about the product, why do people like it so much, and what is something that most people actually didn't like about the product. And also another amazing thing I wanted to add here is look at how long all these reviews and comments are. And look at this. So this is literally a customer writing out a copy for you. So for example, if I am this brand, Dandy Blend store, what I would literally do is just go to these reviews and literally copy some of these and paraphrase them and put it on my landing page or in the ads. This is literally amazing, where the customers are literally writing out copies for your products. This is also why we love Amazon, because there isn't really another platform that could give you this much detail that is very specific for your brand. So one thing I already noticed, just by reading the tagline that most of these reviews have, is one thing is that it tastes good. Many of these reviews touch on the taste. It's delicious. It's excellent coffee alternative. So one thing right off the bat that you already could start to pick up is customers that who chose this product, really value the taste, whether it is a good tasting alternative or not. So, for example, in the ad creatives, then we will definitely need to touch on this point because this is actually something that important and something customers are looking for, which is whether the flavor is actually good. And another thing that we love about Amazon reviews is the fact that most of these reviews will give you a context. Why do people choose these products? What was their situation before that led to them to make this decision? And the reason why we love that is because we're going to utilize it. We're going to include that in our ad copies. So, for example, here this customer was talking about, I discovered Danny Blend when I was forced for health reasons to go on a diet that excluded all caffeine. Not even decaf was allowed. So quite literally, you can just apply that and directly into your ad copies in a video creative. So what we will do probably in a ad creative is just, for the problem section, we will just go through a similar situation where the person recently discovered that they had to go onto a diet due to some health reasons. And this is how they came across whatever brand. These are already realistic situations and contexts that your customers have already set up for you that certainly and definitely will resonate with other people. So that is part one of Amazon search, which is product search. Then let's go into competitor search, where at this stage, where rather than focusing on the individual product, we're going to look at some brands overall and to take a look at the reviews and to extract any general reviews on the brand rather than a specific product. So we're going to use for schematic here as the example for product search. And here we go again. This is a very long customer review where he really went into a lot of details. And what I love about this is he also mentioned a competitor and doing some type of brand comparison between Forcematic and Mudwater. And quite literally, what he's saying is Mudwater is more premium, is more expensive, and this is why he did not choose Mudwater and instead wanted to give Forcematic a try. And I think it's essentially this copy is really going down the rabbit hole of how expensive it is an ounce and do a comparison between across all different brands. So, at this stage, as we are doing, competitor research, we have realized is, okay, there are several different brands in the market. However, consumers are pretty price sensitive, meaning they are really comparing of the 1 ounce of the coffee or 1 ounce of the product. And this comparison is such a great ad creative idea. So if I am Forcematic, what I would do is to actually develop a video concept around this through a pricing angle. So what you could do in the video is just to compare Forcematic coffee with other brands and talk about why it's more cost effective to get Forcematic coffee essentially for the best bang of your buck. So that is pretty much it for the competitor search stage. Essentially, what you are doing is just to go to your competitors' listings and product pages and to look at the customers' reviews and to find some of these inefficiencies or just common negative things that people are routinely talking about. So how you could position yourself as a better solution or the alternative. Then let's move on to the final stage of our Amazon review process, which is brand search. I think this especially applies to brands first that is already on Amazon, that has been doing some volume on Amazon, and you guys have many reviews already on Amazon that you could be able to extrapolate and to come up with some ideas. So for the purpose of this stage, let's just pretend we are this brand and we're looking at our own product listing and try to come up with some marketing ideas and creative angles that we can be utilizing in our videos. Some people are choosing Sunwink over Mudwater because it's easier to get and also it's a great backup alternative and also probably cheaper than it's cheaper than Mudwater, so it's a great alternative. So again, that's already an ad creative and marketing angle that Sunwink could be utilizing. See again here, some people said this was an inexpensive dupe for meltwater, which I've tried. I think a lot of people are buying Sunwig because they just saw small water is too expensive. Competing on pricing isn't always the best marketing angle here. However, it is something that, it's been routinely discussed and talked about in the review section. So I definitely think it is a effective marketing angle that Sunwig could be considering in part of the ad copies that they will be writing for the video creatives. That was basically how we will approach Amazon research when it comes to market and the consumer. What you will notice is the process is pretty straightforward. What we are literally doing is just to read through comments and reviews and extrapolate summaries and some of the key highlights and key points that we learned and apply those to the actual briefs. And here are some of the questions that you definitely wanted to ask yourself when you are conducting this research process. So first of all, when you're doing product search, you wanted to ideally look through a couple of listings and come up with some answers to the question, why people are choosing this specific product. So in this case, for example, coffee alternative, why people are choosing coffee alternative rather than just drinking coffee. And second, then next, when it comes to competitive search, we wanted to discover why people are choosing a specific brand. What's something about the product that they like so much? And what is something that they didn't like about the brand and the product? So other things are, especially the negative reviews of your competitor, you could always use them to your advantage and talk about how you are a better solution or better alternative to the things that people are expressing in a negative way. Then lastly, brand search. At this stage, you're looking at your own products, your own brand. So you definitely want to be super honest with yourself and just to go through the negative and positive reviews and to give yourself a fair judgment of where consumers really view your brand inside the overall market. For example, in the last bid, we were looking at Sunwig listing and we saw some people are really compare Sunwig as an inexpensive alternative to meltwater. And I think if I were the brand, rather than just shining away from it, I would probably embrace that because that is how part of the consumers are really coming from it because they are looking for a cheaper option. So in some of my ads, I will talk about, hey, we are the same quality yet cheaper alternative that you probably are looking for. And lastly, I wanted to touch on ChatGPT again. AI is such a powerful tool, and I definitely recommend that for everyone. And I also already created several videos on this specific topic, so be sure to check them out as well. But in today's video, what I want to do is to quickly go over how you'd be able to input a lot of these comments, reviews, whether that is on Amazon or on your own website, and then to let ChatGPT to generate a few key highlights and a few commonalities among your customers' reviews and how you can utilize those in your creative ideas and briefs. So here is a prompt example that I just inputted into ChatGPT earlier today in preparation for this video. So the purpose of this prompt is really to ask ChatGPT to give me a summary of different marketing, to give me different unique marketing ideas and angles that I can be utilized in creative briefing, specifically after I asked ChatGPT to read through a bunch of customer reviews and comments and questions. So essentially, what I asked ChatGPT to do is to list 7 categories, and those categories include pain points, problems, desired outcomes, purchase promotes, main unique value propositions, unique features, benefits, uncertainty, perceived risk, and then objections. So the way I'm breaking this out is to give me specific problems or selling points that I will be inputting into the briefs according to the section. So as a simple example, pain point and problem, this is a section that we often utilize in our problem and issue focused brief structure. So the reason why I'm breaking them out into this fashion is so that since we are utilizing the modular creative briefing framework, so each specific category really corresponds to a section of the video here. So for example, pain points and problems literally is just when we are, this exactly correspond to the pain point and problem section in the ad creative brief. So in this way, we're able to ask ChatGPT to tell us exactly how our customers are really viewing their own pain points and problems. Because again, let's take a step back. The best way to create an ad is to literally ask our customer to tell us what their problems are, what their desired outcomes are, and what are some of the unique value propositions that they're looking for from our products when they decide to purchase. So through the briefs, through the reviews, that we're able to really extrapolate all those things and really utilize AI to tell us the answers. So I hope this video was helpful, that you learned a thing or two about how to utilize Amazon to do your market research and use ChatGPT after you collect all those consumer reviews, comments, and questions. So if you like this video, drop a like and comment what you think about this method and approach. And let me know if you have any questions in the comment section as well. Hope to catch you guys in the next video.